guys, it's Jonah here once again, and we're back with another beer review. And a while ago I reviewed a very hoppy beer called Sly Fox IPA, and it was a tinny from America, the king of the crazy hot. It was over 100 IBUs, it was 113 IBUs I think, ridiculous. But in that shop I did buy some other hoppy beers, and because I've had a few quite hoppy ones, Centennial hops actually, as part of the smash off, because people brewed IPAs for the smash off, who'd have believed it. I thought I'd go back to some hoppy beers. As I say, it's not my personal sort of fave, but I've come round to the idea of hoppy beers. So today we're looking at this beer, Shoreditch IPA, Shoreditch Triangle IPA, and it's by London Fields Brewery, who are quite a new brewery. Does it say? We've got Columbus and Chinook and Centennial. So this one should be a bad boy. It's 6%. It's only a 330, and it's yeah. It's one of those new kind of little craft beer things, and to me craft beer, what does it mean? Not much, to be honest, but it seems like a lot of craft breweries are using the smaller bottles. Yes. Anyway, quite a nice bottle, very modern. Cap is just pure black, and it's got the round little mark in it, because they're obviously using a bench capper to do this. It says best served chilled. Unfortunately not. It's been in the cupboard, so it's quite cool. Hopefully it won't blow up. No worries. A little bit of smoke too. But anyway, this is definitely a London made US style IPA. Right, using the Hogarden glass. One, because I saw it in the cupboard the other day, and two, because it's like a tulip glass, so in case we get a huge head, it'll be good. It's good for getting your nose in, and for these IPAs, these ridiculous IPAs, it's worthwhile getting your nose in because of the dry hopping. Immediately I can see that this is a lovely colour. Look at that beauty. And a 330 is roughly just over half a pint. So look at that. Good carbonation, and because of that we're getting a finger and a half head, I'll call that. A finger and a half is good enough to give Unclejona a treat. Look at that. Lovely colour. Lovely colour. That's almost like an ale colour, but if you look inside, the carbonation is going absolutely crazy. Going to give it a good swirling, build up a lot of head, but also to release the aromas. It's a good tip. Swirl your glass. Yeah, swirl your glass to release the aroma. Generally I'll do it when I'm down to half a pint, but I've only got half a pint here. We're getting very sweetness. It's not, I have to say, it's not as aromatic as I thought it was going to be. We're definitely getting the Centennial, that kind of bubble gum, for lack of a better word. We're getting a lot of very sweet citrus in the background. Maybe a touch of pine needles, that kind of thing. But generally it's the sweet kind of aroma that you get. Let's see what it says. There is a bit of a blurb on the back. The other thing about London Fields is they come up with some really weird stuff on the back. Barley, cat and wheat were sitting around by a shady tree in the countryside when Columbus and Chinook from Centennial days of America came in sight. Barley said to oat and wheat, how is that possible? Columbus said something about heading into Shoreditch in Hackney. The rest is history. London Fields are from Hackney in London. Yeah, very weird. Oh, it says this beer is bottle conditioned, contains sediment, pour very carefully. Well, maybe that's affected the clarity a little bit, but not much. Very, very clean beer. I'm dying, absolutely dying to get in here. It's been a while since I've done a proper hoppy beer, so cheers and beers, guys. Ooh, that's very smooth. I was expecting it to be a full-on American assault on my taste buds, and it is reasonably bitter, but it's very smooth. And as I said earlier on, the aroma is not as pungent, not as aromatic as I thought it would be, being an American style IPA. And the bittering's that way as well. I mean, it is bitter, it's a beer, but it's not very sour in the same way as, say, the Sly Fox was, which was outrageously bitter. We're getting a bit of a lagery finish, I have to say, right at the very end of the aftertaste. Quite good carbonation. And that head, it's left a nice ring around the top, but it's still about a finger's head. And I'm halfway down the glass. I think the true hopheads might be slightly disappointed by this. Because it's just not outrageously hoppy. However, it's got some lovely, deep American citrus hops in both the aroma and the flavour, the mid-range. So don't by any means feel that you have to go back on this beer. For what it is, yeah, it's good. It's a good beer. If you can find this on tap, that would be amazing. London Fields Brewery, Shoreditch Triangle IPA.